Everyone knows Iron Man, but not everyone knows the man behind the suit. Robert Downey Jr.'s real-life story is filled with pain, addiction, prison, and rejection, but also with hope, redemption, and the greatest comeback in Hollywood history. Early life. Robert John Downey Jr. was born in 1965, in New York City. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was a filmmaker, and his mother, Elsie, was an actress. From the very beginning, acting was in his blood. At the age of just 5, he appeared in his father's movies. But sadly, his father also introduced him to drugs at a very young age. What seemed like a small thing at the time would later become the darkest shadow of his life. Career beginnings and struggles. By the 1980s, RDJ was already a rising star in Hollywood. He had charisma, he had talent, and critics called him one of the most promising actors of his generation. In 1992, he played Charlie Chaplin in the movie Chaplin. His performance was so powerful that he earned an Oscar nomination. Everyone believed he was destined for greatness. But behind the success, his drug addiction was growing. Cocaine, heroin, alcohol, they became a daily part of his life. Hollywood quickly realized, Robert Downey Jr. was brilliant, but unreliable. Lowest point. The 1990s and early 2000s were the darkest years of his life. He was arrested multiple times for drug possession. He went in and out of rehab, but nothing worked. In 1999, he spent nearly a year in prison. Imagine, one of Hollywood's brightest stars, now locked behind bars. Studios refused to hire him. Insurance companies refused to cover him. To many, Robert Downey Jr. was finished. A lost talent. A man who had destroyed his own future. The comeback. But Robert didn't give up. Slowly, step by step, he began to rebuild his life. In the early 2000s, he started accepting smaller roles. Some directors, including his friend Mel Gibson, gave him another chance. And then came 2008. Marvel Studios, struggling to launch its universe, made a decision that shocked everyone. They cast Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Iron Man. It was a huge risk. If he failed, Marvel would collapse. But if he succeeded, he could change cinema forever. The moment Iron Man hit theaters, everything changed. RDJ's witty charm, his confidence, his raw energy, he wasn't just playing Tony Stark. He was Tony Stark. And the world fell in love. Achievements and legacy. Iron Man became the foundation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One movie after another, Avengers, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, Robert Downey Jr. became the face of a generation. From being an actor who no one trusted, he became the highest-paid star in Hollywood. Billions of dollars at the box office. Countless awards. And, most importantly, millions of fans who saw him not just as a superhero, but as an inspiration. Now and Avengers, Doomsday Connection. In Avengers, Endgame, Tony Stark sacrificed himself to save the universe. Fans cried, theaters exploded with emotion, and many believed that was the end of his journey as Iron Man. But Robert Downey Jr. is not leaving the Marvel world just yet. In Avengers, Doomsday, he is set to play one of the most iconic villains of all time, Dr. Doom. This marks a shocking twist, as the man who once saved the universe as Iron Man will now challenge Earth's mightiest heroes in a brand new role. Beyond Marvel, RDJ is also preparing for Sherlock Holmes 3 and several projects under his own company, Team Downey. His career is evolving once again, proving that he can reinvent himself at any stage of life. Robert Downey Jr.'s journey proves that no matter how many times you fall, you can rise again, stronger than ever. From a prison cell to the most beloved superhero in the world, his story is not just about acting. It's about fighting demons, refusing to give up, and inspiring millions. What part of RDJ's journey inspired you the most? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Rankverse for more powerful stories.